journaling time.
All right, what's up, party people? How's everybody doing today? Gonna give everybody a few minutes to trickle in, and we got a really awesome little journal party ready to rock here. So hang tight, get that journal ready, say what's up in the chat, and get started in a minute. Get the little ticker going. All right. What's up, Beverly? How you doing? How's the life in North Carolina? Got Deborah's in the house. Hello, Deborah. Lori's here. Awesome. Got a pretty fun one tonight. What's up, Misty? Good to see you again. So tonight is all about talents and skills. I've been just thinking lately about, well, how much I appreciate when other people have talents and skills that I can benefit from. And I was giving someone that I was working with some praise about that, and I was thinking, like, one of the things that I think is a good practice is to give yourself some approval, and it's always good to have something of substance to actually give yourself approval about. So I thought we could explore our talents and our skills this evening. So that's what we're going to be journaling about tonight. We got CC's in Dallas. Beverly says it's lovely in North Carolina. Good to hear. Hopefully it doesn't go on too late for you tonight. I know our East Coasters are late nighters, I guess. Ruth's here from Dallas. What's up? What's up, Ruth? Ruby's in the house. Misty's excited about the topic. Good deal. All right. So, any newbies in the house? Let me know. There are usually newbies, and we're running a little ad to get more people to join us here. So, I'm sure there's definitely going to be some newbies in the house. Mary's doing pizza rolls. Right on. Journaling and snacks go hand in hand for sure. Got Matthew from Morristown, Tennessee. Awesome. So I'm glad we're getting some more dudes in here. I appreciate all the ladies showing up, but we definitely need more dudes who journal. Calling it a journal instead of a diary, I think, was a good step. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. And so what you're seeing here, this is the Journal Party app, in case you're new. And what we do on Journal Party Live is we debut our newest premium programs here. This is free, so get a little sneak peek of what's going on inside of the app. And don't worry, you don't need to download it or you don't need to use the app tonight, because I'm going to be streaming it, sharing it on the screen here for everybody and reading the prompts and doing the DJing in the background. But it's useful to have in case you ever need to hop off of one of these things and you want to catch the replay. We have all the replays in the app. You can scan that QR code there and get it. We actually have it's a mobile version. You can also access it on the web by just going to journalparty.com. And the cool thing about this app is that you don't actually write into it. It's meant to be a companion for your paper journal. And so you open it up next to your paper journal, and we've got all these really awesome programs in here that just kind of guide you through. Sometimes I before I had this, I used to sit down and sometimes just kind of feel like I was not getting anywhere, just journaling for journaling's sake, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I think it's a good thing to sit down and write no matter what. But I'm a guy who loves efficiency. I like to get things done. I like to accomplish things, and I like to set goals and take them down. And so I thought that it would be useful to create some of these guided journaling programs that are a little bit more focused on a specific end or a specific topic, whatever it is that you're going through in your life. And the cool thing is about Journal Party Live is that we get to journal through all these things together every week. So we got John's from Arizona. What's up, John? All right, Mary Kay's excited. Good. Good. All right. Well, it's 5 after, so we're gonna kick this thing off. Let me get the QR code out of here. All right. And all right, tonight's program, as I mentioned earlier, is talents and skills. So let me make this a little bigger here. And we got 10 prompts for us this evening. 3 minutes per prompt. We're going to keep it moving. Of course, if you want to ever revisit any of these prompts, you can get the app and go back in. And there's player controls, so you can skip around, pause, take as much time as you need. But to keep it moving tonight, we're going to go 3 minutes per prompt. And then at the end, we're all going to hang out and share our insights. You don't have to share what you wrote, but it's fun to share any wisdom with the tribe. So that's what we do, in case you're new. Let's see. Any more chats in here? All right. So Matthew's been journaling and writing poetry since '88. Awesome. I was 2. Instead of writing, it's a way for me to use my creative side. Awesome. Yeah, I feel the same way. Tasha, what's up? Charlene is here. All right, I think we've got quorum. Are you guys ready to rock? Let's do it. All right, so you can't see it here, but there's a little start now button. I'm gonna hit that. Actually, let me get the banner out of the way. Cool. All right. So I'm going to hit the start now button. It's going to count us down. I'll read the prompts, DJ in the background. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves. Write whatever you like. You don't always have to adhere to the prompt. This is super casual. This is, come as you are, take what you need sort of thing. So, the key is just start writing. I think, when you see the prompt, just start writing, even if you don't know like an answer to the question or the prompt. When that happens to me, I just start writing the prompt and then it usually starts flowing. So anything that'll get your pen moving is good. And, of course, you guys are all journalers, so feel free to share your tips and tricks in the chat and, help others out who are new and everything like that. But I think it's time to get rocking. Got Elizabeth here too. What's up? Cool. All right. Let me stop yapping and I'll hit the start now button. Let's get rocking. So open up that journal. Here comes your first prompt. All right. What is a skill you possess that you're most proud of? Describe a time when you used it effectively. All right, get ready for your next one, hidden talent. Think of a skill you have that others may not know about. How does it make you unique? Here comes your next one. New skill. Write about a skill you developed recently. What motivated you to learn it? All right. Got another one for you. Helping others. Describe a situation where your skills helped someone else. How did it feel to make a difference? Next prompt, daily use. What skill do you use the most in your daily life? Why is it so important to you? All right, halfway there. Overcoming doubt. Reflect on a time when you underestimated your abilities. How did you overcome that doubt? Your next one is fun skill. Which skill do you find the most fun to use? Share a memorable experience involving this skill. Your next one is mastery steps. List some of the steps you took to master a particular skill, or that you're taking to master a particular skill. Which step was the most challenging? Future plans. How do you plan to improve or expand your skills in the future? What are your next steps? All right, positive impact. Share a story of how one of your skills has positively impacted your personal or professional life. Okay, there it is. Those were our 10 prompts for the evening. So take a breath, shake it out, take a look at look over your pages here. And typically what we like to do for this part of the evening is we just share some of our insights. So I'm going to try to keep these a little bit shorter this time. As we get more people joining, I realize that there's probably no way I can get through all of the comments here. But that said, don't be shy and please share because we can all still read everything. And actually, let me go ahead and I will put a link if you guys want to get on camera for your shares. Otherwise, feel free to drop any insights that you got into the chat. And yeah, I guess I can kick us off as well. But hold on, let me put this link in the chat. I try to do too many things at once. That's a skill of mine. All right, so there should be popping up a little link there if anybody wants to go face to face here. But yeah, otherwise, I can kick us off here. Let's see. All right, Misty says that was awesome. Glad. All right, so I guess I had oops, play the same song. Sorry. I was just thinking about my different skills. I'm curious to hear what other people's like hidden talents are. I had trouble with that one, honestly, because all of my hidden talents are probably hidden for a reason. Like they're really stupid. Like I can do like a little hand fart. Like that's what came to my mind. So just living proof that journaling doesn't have to be all super serious. But I was just trying to think, like, what are my hidden talents? I guess one of the things about me is I'm not really shy, especially when I'm good at something. So, like, if it's a talent that I would want to share with the world, people tend to know about it. But yeah, on my end, I guess I'm like, I think like the biggest thing for me was kind of like an amorphous sort of skill or talent that I kind of came up with, which is just resourcefulness and the ability to be scrappy. I didn't really come from money or anything like that. But that said, I've always been a really creative person. And I just love bringing ideas to life and then sharing them with people. And when you don't have a whole lot of resources, it really is helpful to have the skill of being resourceful. And so over the years, I've gotten really good at just figuring out solutions, ways to get things done when, the conventional means of getting those things done might be out of reach. And so, even for things like Journal Party, which, it's now, I guess, about 2 years in the making. I don't have like all the most expensive equipment. I don't have access to, world-class developers, but, somehow we scrapped an app together and, this community, and it's awesome. It feeds my soul. And so I'm super glad that I've been able to do that. And I think like over time, my ability to kind of get things done, even if I don't necessarily have all of the resources you would think to get them done, just having that, having sort of that track record in the back of my mind of like all the times that I've been able to do that, I'm pretty confident that, like, if somebody asks me to do something and I want to do it, hopefully I want to do it, or need to do it, that I can get it done. And I think that's a pretty cool skill to have. And I see some peeps in the chat here, so let me see what's up. Is it sad half of my answers had to do with work-related talents? No, not at all. I mean, mine were heavily work-related. I mean, aside from maybe like the fun one, a lot of what came up for me was like, oh, I'm good at like marketing. But I think the cool thing about like work-related talents is like, well, why do any of us work? We work to make a living, and I think that if you have skills and talents that allow you to live, and hopefully the way that you want to live, then those are great talents to have, and not sad at all. So yeah, don't feel bad, Laura. My talents were also heavily work related. Misty says, a hidden skill I have is calligraphy, and they have discovered it at work, and we use it for birthday cards for my coworkers. That's pretty awesome. I've mentioned this a few times. You guys can probably see it. I have terrible handwriting, and I've always thought it was really cool though when people have good handwriting, and calligraphy is just like the coolest thing to watch. I don't know if you've ever seen like on Instagram, there's people whose like whole feed is just like them doing calligraphy, and it's like a hypnotic thing to watch. But super cool skill to have. I hope they're at least compensating you somehow for your contribution. But that's a super cool skill. I was thinking like maybe we could, I've said this before, I tend to bite off a lot more than I can chew, and so I have to keep like a hefty backlog of all these ideas so we can get them done for all of us. But at some point I definitely want to get maybe a calligrapher or somebody who's really good at handwriting to do a workshop with us, because I need it. I think for me, journaling's been a lot about just like getting it out on paper, and so like I tend to just scribble all over the place, and it's more about like speed of thought to the page. But that said, it's interesting, like if I'm flipping through my journals, I'll notice like a lot of times like the handwriting will shift up, and like when it suddenly gets nice, it's like it's easier to read, but when I look at those entries, it's like, oh, I think I'm in like a better state of being when my handwriting is actually like more deliberate, more focused. So there's got to be something to that. But yeah, that's really cool. I'd love to see some of your work, Misty. Cece says, a skill I'm proud of is personal finances. Good at record keeping, budgeting, and saving. That's a really good one. And I don't know if you have always, like, if you have like a natural like inclination towards that stuff. I do not. I try my best to learn it, and good thing one of my skills is outsourcing, because I am really bad at it. And I mean, part of it I think is like, I don't know, the school system that I was in did not focus on that at all. Like, it's like, why was I learning trigonometry, something that I would never use, when, like, if I had just taken, a personal finance class, I probably would have had a much easier time in my 20s. But I don't know. Anyway, that's awesome. That's really good. So props to you. Missy says, I can also do an origami crane almost blindfolded. I've never been able to do the crane. Are you talking about the one where you like pull it and like the wings kind of flap? That's pretty cool. So the best I've ever been able to do with origami was like a little like paper lantern, like a little balloon, and I used to blow them up and throw them at my friends in school. June says, you don't have to have a lot of money. Yeah, definitely not. I mean, I think the resourcefulness thing, right? Like being resourceful is better than having resources. I mean, it's good to have resources, but like if you are resourceful, then you don't have to have a lot of money. Mary says, most of mine were work related as well. Let me pop out this chat here so I can look closer to the camera. There we go. Sorry, folks. I sometimes lose my place. All right. Most of mine were work related as well. I did piano as a kid, and I journaled about that as well. That's awesome. I took piano lessons as a kid. It's funny though, like, I guess it was like a pretty good primer for music for me. I'm like a very musical person, but I would say like, well, I quit my piano lessons as a kid because like my teacher, he smelled like he had like the worst coffee breath, and like just that like old man smell. And he would be like kind of hunched over me, like, Mom, I don't want to do it. I spent an hour with this guy. And she let me drop out of that, but I kind of regretted it, and so I eventually started teaching myself piano. That's I think it is such a cool skill to be able to express yourself musically. That's like, I would say that's probably my fun one, just because I think like, if you can't tell, I'm huge on like coming up with a concept and then expressing that concept, whether it's journaling, whether it's art or music. I think it's really important that we all express ourselves, and then to take it a step further, my favorite thing is like when you express yourself and people can enjoy it, people can receive that, and you can share that together. So that's I don't know, that's a pretty cool talent though. Feel free to share any music in the group if you're brave. Let's see. Laura says, my hidden talent is I can do things by touch without seeing. It comes in handy when something gets lost in a purse, sofa crack, or dark places. I just reach in and pull it out. That's interesting. What is that called? I mean, is that, I'm wondering if that's like the same thing. You know how there's like wide receivers in football that like, it's always blown my mind. Like they run so far, so fast. They run a route and like they've got all that going on, and somehow they just know to like. I mean, sometimes they don't even look. Sometimes they just like put their hand up, and it's like boom, they football in the hand. So that's, I mean, it's crazy. Like some people are like exceptional in physical space. Kinesthetically, I don't know. I forget what it's called. There's like a name for that skill though, but I wouldn't have even thought to have brought that up. So that's it's cool. I like how your application of it though is like digging in the sofa. It's awesome. All right. June says, like cooking. Yeah, like cooking. I love to cook. Yeah, that's another good way to like, come up with an idea and express it. But then, I mean, it's its own art in a way, right? Let's see what else we got here. Matthew says, this is my first time here, and my skill that I'm working on lately is cartooning. I used to draw on people's folders in school, and they'd pay me in candy when I was in grade school. The other talent is cooking and baking. That's cool. That's really cool. I recently bought like the new iPad, and there's like a program in there for animation. And I haven't had the time to do a lot of it, but I did take a tutorial and I learned how to animate a blinking eye. So that's about as good as I've ever been able to do. Although when I was a kid, I really loved drawing, and I used to want to be a cartoonist. So that's cool. I'm a little jealous if you're able to get that going for yourself. That's pretty sweet. I've also thought it would be cool to like learn how to animate like the podcast that we do, because it's all an auditory medium, but since we started putting it on YouTube, I feel like there should maybe be a visual component to it as well, but I don't know, we'll see. Again, I like to bite off way more than I can chew. That's my skill, I think. All right, let me see here. All right, Tasha says, I'm not sure if this is a skill or just my personality, but I find that I'm able to diffuse situations. I'm like water to people who have fire personalities. It helps a lot as I'm a SPED teacher and I have to deal with behaviors at school and stop a few family members from stupid arguments. So you're a diplomat. That is a skill. I think I was sort of like the diplomat in my family. I was like the middle child, and kind of, I don't know, like my younger brother was like a firebrand, and my older brother was like kind of a, more of like an intellectual nerdy type. And I kind of like sat in the middle, and like whenever everyone clashed, I think it also just made me feel so uncomfortable that I was like, everyone calm down. So, but that's really good if you're able to apply it in a professional sense. That's awesome. I'm not exactly sure what SPED is. That like special ed, or I don't know. Let me know in the chat, because that's not a term I'm super familiar with, but pretty cool. Okay, get some more tunes going here. What happened to? There we go. Sorry, folks. All right. Catching up on the chat here. All right, June is not afraid to try new things. That's good. I mean, would you consider that a skill? I mean, I guess so. If you like being adventurous, it's more like a quality. But like, I guess like if this like the skill to like not what is it, to not have like so much inhibition, like to quell your inhibitions and try things, I guess that is a skill. So yeah, that's interesting. That's a cool share. Let's see, Misty says, a fun skill I have is writing, I feel, and I usually write nonfiction, but expanded out and did some haiku poems about my life. Awesome. Well, feel free to share. My daughter wants to do anime. That's, I tried to get into anime. Everyone loves it. I never really liked it growing up, but I did recently just watch. I like binged a whole series called Attack on Titan off of the recommendation of somebody, and it was really cool. It was really intense. Like some of the anime is like, I know it's cartoons, but it's like violent and crazy and real cinematic. I mean, there's a whole world there that I mean, I haven't done a whole deep dive in that, but still pretty cool. June Collins practices Reiki. Oh, that's right. I remember that. That is a cool skill. I had a buddy come over who's a Reiki master, and I didn't know what I thought about it at first, but like I just kind of like suspended any disbelief or anything like that, and I gotta say my life was really good for like the week after that. So sorry, I had a little burp. That's what happens when you drink carbonated beverages while you journal. All right. Excuse me, folks. Mary, got any pizza rolls left? That's right. Yeah, some snacks for everyone. And that would be cool if we could all maybe we could have a snack of the week and we can all chow down on the same snacks or something. That'd be fun. Okay, so it is special ed, SPED. Awesome. Yeah, I abbreviate all the time too. Like in marketing, I think I drive people nuts. So like my other life outside of Journal Party is that I do a lot of marketing consulting, and I have all these terms, right? Like CPAs and KPIs and CPCs and all these other things that like I use them because it's easier for me to like I guess internalize ideas and communicate them with other marketing people, but I've had to learn to like not do that when I'm talking to people who are outside of that world, because they look at me with like their eyes spinning. Let's see. Charlenia says my son loves Attack on Titan. Yeah, it was awesome. It's crazy though, like giants eating people and stuff like that. Real wild. Mary ate all the pizza rolls. Yeah, all right. Let's do a little poll here. Pizza rolls or bagel bites? I'm a bagel bites guy. I don't know. Maybe I'm like half Jewish, so maybe that's maybe that's my Jewish ancestry being like bagels. But I think maybe it's because I went about pizza rolls the wrong way, and maybe had like a little vendetta against them because they always burn my mouth so bad. But and I also used to try to do it in the microwave, and that is not the way. But since like air fryers have come around, a good pizza roll in an air fryer is like on another level. So we'll see. Tasha is bagel bites, team bagel bites. June can't eat either. Oh, that's too bad. Matthew's a pizza roll guy. To the death, people will battle about this one. Laura says pizza rolls. All right, keep them coming. I gotta know. Well, I guess we're winding down here, losing some folks. That's okay. You never have to stick around for this part, by the way. I mean, but it's kind of my favorite, so I appreciate it when you do. Anyway, well, that's all the chat. Anybody have Mary says pizza rolls. Another vote's still coming in, people. All right. Well, you know what? I did set the intention at the top of this to keep it a little shorter, because we've been going. I think we like one night we almost went like 2 hours, and that was crazy. I appreciate everyone who hung around, but I don't know. I should probably be a little more disciplined with this format, especially as it grows. I want to be considerate of everyone's time. But yeah, so we're coming up on an hour here. So let's do a little bit of housekeeping here. Folks, if you are on this call, you've heard it first. We are going to attempt to launch the Journal Party shop next week. So if you attend next week's Journal Party Live, I've heard from myself, because I put this together, I've heard that we might be doing some like raffles, some contests and stuff. You guys get some new journal swag. We don't have the official Journal Party notebooks in stock yet, but I did go ahead and I sourced a bunch of really great stuff from American brands. Yeah, Charlenia says great news. We got stickers that are hilarious. We got pens that are hilarious. Some of them say fun stuff. Some of them are scented. I've never had a scented pen. I've had scented markers, but we got these like scented pens that are in there. Some guided journal stuff, like some self-care stuff. I'm really, really excited about it. I made sure to look for stuff that was like smaller brands, makers and stuff like that, because I don't know. I don't love the idea of like buying everything on Amazon. I mean, it's really great that we can like get paper towels to show up like in a day or whatever. But, journaling is very near and dear to my heart. And it's something that this whole Journal Party thing is something that, I've taken great pride in creating, very homegrown and bespoke. And so I figured, instead of just like throwing up, people do all the drop shipping and stuff these days, which, if you do that, no harm, no foul. I mean, I think it's a cool way to make money and whatever, but I really wanted to put together a really cool selection for everybody. So I think I'm really excited to debut the shop here. Our warehouse today just confirmed that they got all of our stuff. So we've got like over 90 different SKUs, different types of products in there, and it's all awesome. Like I'm gonna go broke from buying my own supply probably, but a video about it, like other people will buy more stuff. Anyway, I don't ever want to make this thing too promotional, but I thought if we're all hanging out here, journaling week after week, we're going to be filling these things up. And so, might be cool to get some really good supplies in there. So definitely did that. Let's see. Oh, Missy's got a haiku poem for us. Here's one of the haiku poems. She ran amongst the wind, crossing the line, the winner, all-American. That's pretty good. Wait, so is this about like an Olympian, or is this about you? Like, do you run, or is that lost my music there. Oh, that's a fast one. Okay. There we go. Let's chill it down. Anyway, June says, congratulations. So happy for you. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. I put a lot of work into this, so I really appreciate when you all show up and hang out and do all this stuff. Tasha Robinson says, awesome. Love pens and guided journals. Let's see. Love that. I can't do a haiku. You can do a haiku, Mary. You totally can. I challenge you to do a haiku today. 575, right? That's the formula. Let's see if we can get a good haiku to sign off for this evening. Oh, okay. It was about you. All American track and field. Nice. Awesome. All right. I'm going to try to get a haiku done here to sign us out. All right. Talents and skills live. All right. That's 5. Journal party is awesome. Thank you. Party on. There we go. I did it. Not my favorite. Not the best. But, we try. All right. Let's get these. Wow. There's some stats here from Misty. Can't figure out the syllabus. Syllables. All right, folks. We're getting into silly land here. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you so much for journaling with me this evening. Hope you'll stick around for the next one. I'm going to try to start, putting a schedule up so you guys can see what the topics are in advance and everything like that. Fortunately, I got a really great assistant now who's helping me with some of the administration. And so, hopefully we'll be a little bit more organized as this thing grows. But yeah, stick around for that. And you're definitely going to want to be on the next Journal Party Live, because like I said, we're going to be doing some giveaways and stuff like that. And other than that, we got a new Journal Party podcast coming out on Monday. And that's it. That's pretty much it. The store and the podcast have been like tunnel vision on this stuff. So I think you're going to really love it. And anyway, hope you really loved this. And all right, everyone, have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful rest of your week.